Welcome. If you are on, invite someone, share this video. Welcome to this broadcast. Thank you for joining. Share this video, invite a friend. This is a financial forum, mind transformation, dealing with the subject matter liability versus assets. So if you are just joining us, share this video. Thank you for joining us. If you are on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, invite someone. We thank you for your support. Invite someone. Thank you for joining us. Invite someone to come and share on the subject matter liability versus assets. Financial freedom, financial liberty. Thank you for joining us and invite someone. Creating generational wealth. We were here last night and today we are here again on the subject matter liability versus asset. Again, thank you for joining us. This is mind transformation. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. Share this video if you are on YouTube, you're on Facebook, wherever you are. Thank you for joining us. Just share this video and invite someone. This is mind transformation, and we are dealing with the subject matter part 2 of liability versus assets. So again, thank you for joining us. We'll soon start, but I want you to share this video. Someone needs it. Someone may be missing up on something and they just need this. So share this video, invite someone to come on. Someone needs this. Someone needs this. Liability versus assets. Share this video. This is mind transformation. Invite someone. It's a pleasure having you wherever you are. We thank you for joining us. We don't take it lightly. We encourage you to share this. We'll soon be starting mind transformation, shifting the mind. And our intention is for us to transform the mind and develop people. So please share the live and invite your friends. Share this live and invite your friends. This is mind transformation. And thank you for joining us. Share this live. If you are on Facebook, share this. If you are on YouTube, share it. You on TikTok, share it. Share this video, invite someone. Mind transformation. Thank you for joining us. This is mind transformation. Transforming the minds and developing people. Share this video, invite someone. This is mind transformation. Invite someone to come and listen. If you are on YouTube, share the video. You are on Instagram, share the video. You are on TikTok, share this video. This is Mind Transformation, where we intend to develop people. Welcome, 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 welcome. I will soon be starting in the next minute. I encourage you to share this video. Share this video. Share this video. We encourage you to share this video. Share this. Thank you for joining us. Share this video. Thank you for joining us. This is Mind Transformation, Liability versus Assets. Thank you for joining us. Mind transformation. Thank you. If you're on TikTok, share this video. You are on YouTube, share the video. You're on Instagram, share this video. Thank you for joining us. Invite a friend. We solicit your support in every way. We solicit your support. Thank you for your support. We don't take it lightly. Last night we were here and we were sharing with you on the subject matter, liability versus assets. So we want to continue on our subject matter, and we hope you will invite someone to come and listen. First and foremost, we said to you, we just want to recap as quickly as we can, and we'll go down to what we want to say tonight. The first thing you want to do is to understand that you have a desire to leave what is known as generational wealth. That means you intend to leave a wealth not just for you, but for the generation that is coming after you. If that is your intention, there are some things that you need to put into place, because what you must understand is that there are two things here that you are faced with. You got one that is called liability, and you got the other that is called assets. So what's the difference between liability and assets? Liabilities is what you owe. Assets is what you own. So one is what you owe, and another one is what you own. Now, if you owe, you are subject to someone. If you own, you are a boss for yourself. So you see, if you intend to own instead of owing, then that means you intend to create wealth. And once you intend to create wealth, it means you intend to create what is known as generational wealth. And that's what we started last night. Mind transformation. Transforming the mind, developing people. Wealth, first and foremost, is not about working hard, it's about working smart. You must understand that if you are owning assets, that produces income. And when you are gaining income, that gives you relaxation and comfort. So that's what we want to deal with. If you have a job, you earn money. Now what happens is there's a trading that exists. You trade your time for the money you earn. That's a job. But guess what? When you become an owner of that company that you will create or that company that you will buy, as a means of developing the assets, you will understand that you have to trade system for freedom. That's the difference. So tonight we've come, how can we change the narrative? As I said last night, it requires a vigorous action on our part in order to change that narrative. The first thing you have to do is to gain control of your money. And I told you last night there's something called the 72 hours rule in how I spend my money. Go to my following broadcast. I hope you will. If you don't, then let me just recap on it. That which I intend to buy, let me give myself 72 hours if it's more than $100. And ask myself if it fits in my budget before I purchased. You realize that after 72 hours, if you do purchase, it was not bought at an impulse. It became a real purchase. You really needed it. So as we share on this subject matter of the financial freedom, liability versus assets, as I was summing up last night, making some decisions for your own development, for creating the generational wealth, you must understand there are some things you need to put into play. We say you should be able to control your money. Should be able to spend less. You should be able to invest before you spend, because you expect a return. And your desire, since you intend to grow generational wealth, your desire is to acquire assets and not liability. And then, whatever you learn, you intend to transfer it to the next generation. That becomes a legacy. So we say there are steps to financial discipline, steps to getting yourself to where you need to get. And the first step is apply the 72 hours rule. Ask yourself, do I want to spend it? There are three basic questions you need to ask yourself before you purchase. Is it bringing me closer to my goal? Or am I keeping myself occupied? Most people confuse activities with progress. You could be having activities and not making progress. You cannot say yes to everything, even though it looks good. You must understand that progress is very important as you aim towards developing generational wealth. Ask yourself before you do the spending. Does they push me towards the goal? Am I making progress, or just making movement? Ask yourself. So as you do spending and you have taken control of your money and you are spending less and you are investing, whatever you want to do, ask yourself this question. Whatever investment I intend to get into, will I regret it in the next 10 years or the next 5 years? If you decide to walk away because you have giving yourself the 72 hours rule and realize that it does not worth it, then you must understand that the force you use that was applied for the 72 hours rule, it gave you the opportunity to think long time. When your emotions are dragging you short time, but you decided to apply the 72 hours rule. Most people make decisions based upon feelings. But wealthy people make decisions based upon what they want to see in the next 10 years. That common sense. You may say yes to 1,000 things. That didn't matter. But you can decide to change it around and say yes to one thing that will drive you forward, which is very important. So how do you accomplish this? First of all, there's a common saying all around that people use: business before pleasure. You must understand that if you intend to implement the business before pleasure, then there are some things you got to take into consideration. You must of someone who wants to be successful, who wants to accomplish what they want to accomplish. If you want to win in life, whatever it is, be it in ministry, be it academics, be it in business, and you want to succeed, then you got to master this forceful code. There's a code to everything. And that is the code I told you. Business before pleasure. What does that mean? It means that I have to put purpose before the plate. Purpose becomes the driving force. When purpose calls, pleasure can wait. Understand that. Why does pleasure have to wait? Because success has a schedule. Winners don't waste time. They don't waste prime hours on comfort. They invest them on calling. What is it I'm called to do? What is it I believe that I can do? What is it I need to do to be successful? Understand that. You can delay the chill, delay the time out, and pursue that goal or pursue that deal. It's important. Understand that for you to leave the generational wealth, you must understand that I said business before pleasure. That means pleasure has to take a back seat. Pleasure feels better after performance. You have accomplished that goal. You have reached to where you want to reach. Nobody celebrates process. They celebrate results. No matter how long you live upon this life, success attracts. The world looks for you for what you can produce, not what you can consume. You become a scarce commodity, and people drive towards you. Rest hits differently when it's earned. Discipline today and delay tomorrow. There must be a drive. You must understand that pleasure without progress breeds poverty. So as you watch me, or you will watch me later, or you may just skip through this video, but no matter how long it takes, one day you will remember a word said here. One day. Because why? You were sent upon the face of this earth to leave a legacy. Either for your children, that will go down to your children's children, or for a generation, not from your loins, but you left for impact. Either a bridge you built, a refinery you opened, or institution you built, whatever it may be, that made a difference in someone's life. It will remain as a legacy. It's important for you to know that building generational wealth is why you are called. It's why you've come. Am I aiming at my goal? Am I going towards my goal? Or am I in another direction? Understand that you got to shift your focus, because your focus is your future. Energy scatters on pleasure that cannot power destiny. You are going somewhere. Purpose demands priority, and you must be able to prioritize. Understand where you're going. Understand the purpose for which you are going. And that is to acquire generational wealth. That means whatever you are working at is for those behind you. But it requires discipline. It requires decision. It requires vigorous action. It requires you reflecting and understanding that because you know what you want, and because you know the legacy you want to leave, you will be willing to make the sacrifice and focus on what's ahead of you. When you have accomplished that, pleasure becomes a reward, not a routine. Understand that. Treat it as a dessert, not the main dish. Work is a seed, and pleasure is the harvest. You plant the seed before you reap the harvest. Understand? If you won't reap a harvest. You need a harvest. And because of that, you plant the seed of time. You plant the seed of sacrifice. You plant the seed of first discipline. That will allow everything else to fall in line. You may think that you have time at your disposal, but understand that time is expensive. Every second is valuable. Every hour wasted steals from tomorrow's greatness. You can recover money, but you cannot recover misused time. Understand that. Delayed gratification produces greater glory Short-term sacrifice creates long-term significance. Don't trade destiny for momentary enjoyment. The choice is yours. The choice is yours. What have you said? What are you here to do? Are you creating generational wealth? Are you taking into consideration the 72 hours delay? Are you applying that discipline that you need to apply in order to get to where you want to get? Two things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. You must make a decision. And that's your opportunity. Because time is of the essence. You do not control time. Time comes and it goes. You must understand, if you put pleasure before business, it will create a chaotic delay. Pleasure has the power. It's addicted and is able to postpone destiny. What you can do today, you will put up for tomorrow. You will put up for the following year because you're too occupied. Pleasure will weaken your character. Constant comfort kills capacity. Understand that. And you will think that you will do it. Every day is counted against you. And by the time you look, it drains your power. The ability to do that which you desire to do some 2 years ago, some 5 years ago, some 7 or 10 years ago. And you find that the more time comes, the more difficult it becomes. And you start looking for excuses as to why you think you cannot create the generational wealth. And why it does, it breeds regrets. Tomorrow tears often comes from today's indulgence. If I had known, I would have started. If I had known, I would apply the discipline as required. Pleasure delays opportunities. Opportunities don't wait for party people. It don't. It passes on. And by the time you think it leads to financial struggles, entertainment before establishment equals emptiness. Totally empty. Loss of dream, loss of purpose, loss of destiny. That's the result of putting pleasure before business. You are robbed of divine approval. Understand that, because what you could have done is postponed, and you cannot get it done. When you started, it's not completed. Hear this clearly. I want to make it clear. That pleasure is not evil, but pleasure in the wrong position is dangerous. Work first, pray first, study first, understand where you are going first. Then you enjoy like a king. Fulfill that purpose first, then enjoy like a king. If you do not, and you miss destiny, you will go from one social network to another. You'll be hunting all around the place. You'll be looking for entertainment. We did not come to entertain you. We came to tell you life realities. That just in case you don't meet it now, you'll meet it along the way. It's ahead of you. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for that fulfill you. It's waiting for that dream realized you. But disappointingly also, it may also be waiting for that fail you. That you that did not move. That you that did not fulfill life or the destiny or the purpose. That you that postponed everything else until you could no longer accomplish it. It will be waiting for you. And you will find out not only will it be waiting for you, there will be disappointment from the people, from a generation, about a dream that was never realized, the goal that was never realized, the purpose that was never accomplished. Why they were waiting, but never fulfilled. May that not be you as we come to the close of this. If you intend to change the narrative, then you have to make some heart-wrenching decisions. And that is the first thing. Take control of your destiny. That includes your finances. And change your life. Thank you for watching. Share this. If you're on TikTok, share. You're on YouTube, share. You're on Facebook, share. As I said before, store this message because the time is coming and it will definitely come. And you will go back to your archives and you will be looking for this message to play. And you say, I skimmed through a message when someone was speaking and talking about how to build a generational wealth. It's not about you. It's about your children. So understand that whatever you learn, you pass it down to your generation. The schools will teach the kids how to find joy. Your duty is to teach them how to acquire assets. Now, instead of them working for someone at a younger age, they will be able to build a legacy that someone will start to work for them. And by the time you think, they are no longer a liability because they develop and they acquire assets from a younger age. That's what it's all about. Whatever you learn, whatever you pass down to your generation, they live after you. If you pass down failure, they will fail. Whatever you pass down, they will take it until there's an intervention. Thank you for watching, whether on YouTube or Facebook. This is Mind Transformation, and we're dealing with the subject matter, liability versus asset. Which one? Are you a liability? Or do you have assets? Thank you. Join me again next time for another edition. Thank you and goodbye.